what we found is many of the people who are in the more rural areas, more further out, really need a sense of being a part of a group. They're more isolated. They're less likely to have people nearby. When we come together, the language, there's a common language, there's a common understanding, there's a common experience. There's nothing quite like being in a room with other spiritual directors and having that time and that sense of community spiritual direction is a very isolated one. You're doing one-on-one with all these different people, but there's not necessarily other people around to support. And it can feel lonely. And being with this group is a place that we can be together and build some community, build some sense of being a part of more than just our own individual work as a spiritual director. And I think we've all been learning this with Zoom, is how you do really start connecting with people, even through this box, and you really get to know people. We're going to be experimenting with a hybrid combination. We're going to keep doing the Zoom part because that will serve a lot of people. But then we're going to start experimenting with what are different ways we can then get together in person. A group that's starting out, my basic advice is keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Because if you start putting on, we should do this, we should do that. And when we first started, people had all kinds of ideas of what we could be doing. But you don't have, it's hard. Just start getting together. Start doing something that works for you. I see what we're doing is different than a peer supervision group. I'm in a peer supervision group. A number of the members of my peer supervision group participate in this regional group, and others don't. It's a different focus and a different purpose. What's been very interesting is how much we have skills within the group and how much we can be peers teaching each other and learning from each other. I kept thinking we're going to run out of ideas, we're going to run out of topics, and people kept coming up with new things and new things that I had never heard of before. And a big broad thing for me was, I'm not sure how many people really thought of this, is getting to know skills of people in the area. So that if I had someone who is very much focused on dreams, and that's a big part of what they want to work on, I don't have that skill. I don't have that experience. I won't get into I don't dream, but it's not part of how I do spiritual direction. So now I know here are 2 or 3 or 4 people that I could say, this is a person that I can refer you to. There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of expertise in our group. And that's available easily. So you don't have to start finding a big name or doing something like that. So there's no lack of what people can contribute, which makes it even better because we're all giving to each other. This is a retreat center that's very well known in the area, but it is one that for many people has been a place of going for programs, going for silent retreats, attending different kinds of events. So people know it well in the area. It's a very beautiful site. And they have both within the building, but also a labyrinth outside, and there's a meditation garden outside. So it's a very special place. We've put together the program. We've identified speakers from our group. I mean, our model has always been, we are peers talking to each other. We are peers learning from each other. So we are, as peers, looked around and said, who's got some things? And there are some topics people wanted. I'm looking forward to actually seeing people that I haven't seen or seeing people that I've only seen in that Zoom box. I see someone in person is just a different place to be with each other. And I'm looking forward to that kind of energy and time.